Hey YouTube, it's Eric Becerra again. Or Instagram handle would be 1KHP1LE. And it's been a while. So I'm gonna start making videos once again. Camaro's been down since June, and it currently is April 12th today. I should be getting everything in hopefully today to finish the Camaro to get it back on the road. So since June of last year, I at Streetcar Takeover Charlotte, um, at the pre-meet, my head decided it wanted to just drink all the coolant out the exhaust. So jumped into investigation mode that night when I got home from Twin Peaks pre-meet and pulled the head off. Found that it was leaking in the number two chamber. The driver's side head is perfectly fine. That's still in the car, no issues. And so sent it off to get inspected, possibly fixed, which it came back with two cracks and a hole. So it was no bueno. Since then, I've been waiting on my porter, which is his name's Caesar Tells, to source me a new head. I supplied him a head. That got sent out to a machine shop, came back with bad casting and ended up having a hole in it for the second head. So then we had to find a third head and timing and just everything. So finally have the new head back. Um, I'm right now waiting on seats for it to come in, but yeah, got the new head. Um, got new valves and everything for it. In the other day, and I'm just waiting on seats for my springs and seals currently. So we should be back on the road, hopefully by tomorrow if everything's here tonight. Even honestly tonight, just depending on the situation. But I do have a lot of vehicles currently, as you can see. This thing sitting next to me. So, little update past the Camaro side of things, or this head specifically. I've done a fuel system on it, so now I'm running a dual pump in tank, custom lines, everything up to the front. So I have a fire extinguisher coming just in case something happens, since they're not hard lines anymore. Um, that also shows up today. I have an aux pump attached to it that's in line with that for if the double pump somehow doesn't suffice. Um, Other than that, the car stays the same, about 1,000, maybe more, since it's going to have full E85, has port injection, the whole shebang. If you are familiar with the car at all, I can do a breakdown of exactly what's done to it in a later video if you guys want to see it. But other than that, hopefully we get this thing back on the road and could start some other projects and show you some of the other vehicles I got. Got to put a motor in this Cobalt. I have a Jeep that I've been redoing, and then I have, doesn't even make sense for me, but I have a 2003 Sentra Spec V, or V Spec. I'd have to remember what that terminology is, but I'm thinking I'm going to do a turbo on that once the other cars are running.
So the vehicles in question, we got the Sentra here in the front, this bright yellow thing, Cobalt, the silver car in the back, and then the Jeep right behind it. So with the Sentra, um, I plan on throwing a turbo on it, like I just said, but also if I can, or if it makes sense, since it has 200 something thousand miles on it, might build the motor too. So be a little bit more reliable. I am using it as a daily at the moment. Um, it's a fun little car, 6 speed. Can't really complain with it. And then here's just a little side view of it. And then with the Jeep needs some front end work done to it. Tires are okay on it. Could go a little bit bigger. They used to have 35s on it. Those got swapped to a different Jeep that I don't have in my possession. The wheels will definitely be changed because these things are just hideous looking. But yeah, it's just some front end work. Um, it's already on a 4-inch lift. And then the Cobalt, I'm probably going to throw a motor in it. Um, it was the daily beforehand. I don't know if I really care to keep it, but I also don't want to try to drag it to a junkyard, and I kind of want to put a motor in it And if I do, then I'll just drive it until it dies once again and go from there. Got it for really cheap a couple years ago, and honestly, if I can throw a motor in it for fairly cheap, then why not keep it? And then play with the Sentra and the Jeep and the Camaro some more. So if you guys are interested in any of that or want to see some other stuff, or I might start doing some blogging since I have a roommate now who has an apparel company and he's really big in the Charlotte car community, and we've been traveling most of the East Coast going to car shows and stuff lately. So hopefully you guys enjoy and like and subscribe.